Well, hello everyone. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joel Duggan, if you haven't figured that out, and we're going to play Satisfactory. The last day of Update 5 in Experimental. We are probably going to continue on with the save for a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to roll it over into Early Access, because once you do that, you can never go back. So we may end up just hanging out here and playing in Experimental, or yeah, playing in Experimental for a week, even though Update 5 hits Early Access tomorrow, the 23rd. I don't know if I'm going to jump right back into Devastator. I have some prep work to do, but we'll see how that's going to go. So we might as well load things up here. And we'll see what we can get done. So when we were finishing up yesterday, we were messing around with a shoulder shape piece to the Metroplex design. Metroplex has these big shoulder pieces, and I wanted to try it to add something sort of similar, inspired by, to the build. So we'll see what we can come up with. And I remember liking the shape, but not liking the size. I think we have to go quite a bit larger. But there is the start of the shoulder piece, and yeah, even just looking at it from the side here, I can tell that it has to be quite a bit larger. One thing I wanted to do was double check the position of it. Also, I need to check on our things here. We needed 500 of these, I think, was the number. 1, 2, 3, 310. That's good. What I should do is look into building the other pieces as well. So this is the piece that we added. And I wanted to take a look at this side here. Okay, so it's only 2 parts there. And I don't think it's big enough for... No, it's barely big enough for a train. So we're not going to put trains through here. We're probably going to put the trains on top. Would be my guess. The idea would be to slightly readjust this train line so that it comes in probably a little bit over to the left, but up much higher. Which might be a challenge unto itself, I don't know. So first things first, let's take a look at the space elevator and the parts needed. I think it was 100 of the adaptive control unit. Dang Rice, Fazu Battlecaster, Cosmic Dancer, Legomolas, hello. Yeah, 100 of these guys. We can probably set up a manual manufacturer now that all of the other stuff is done. Early Christmas, Satisfactory 1 week, and Minecraft the next. Yeah, it comes out a week tomorrow. Both of them are a week. I was thinking about that on the show today. There's a new episode of the Spawn Chunks out, by the way. I published that about an hour ago. That is episode 168. Johnny and I talked about the pre-releases 2, 3, 4, 5, and we almost got to 6, but it didn't come out in time. And then we also were talking about Minecraft Pets, and then we did like a retrospective show on update 117. Alright, so all these are good to go. I can probably leave these here just in case we need to do assemblers again. I maybe should have left those there. Oh well, never mind. I've already ripped them all down. We need to make it a, not an assembler, but a manufacturer. That's what it is. I'll leave the bins here. Don't know. Guess we'll have to put those here. Put these back. How'd the roast chicken turn out? My mind is always on food. It was good. I didn't end up barbecuing. I had to actually bring my barbecue inside last night because of the anticipated weather. What's an adaptive? We need these? We probably do, actually. So, an adaptive control unit, we're going to need 200 computers, 200 heavy modular frames, 1,000 circuit boards, could have sworn I had more circuit boards. Well, that's dumb. I really could have used those assemblers that I just tore down. That's annoying. You know what? I might just reload the save. I might just reload the save. Yeah, you know what? We're just going to do that. We didn't do anything. Didn't change anything. Yeah, I mean, it's a learning save. That's the whole purpose of it. I do this a lot where, like, I get... I don't want to say overconfident, but, like, I want to remove the temporary stuff as soon as I'm done with it, and then I realize, crap, I need more temporary stuff. So we're going to need circuit boards. So what I'll do is I'll put down this stuff. What am I wearing? And that's going to be copper sheets. So we'll just assign those machines to do copper sheets instead of what were they doing before? Modular frames. So we'll do circuit boards. Unfortunately, we'll have to redo the belts. And this will be circuit boards. So yeah, when you have stuff like this, you have to get rid of all the stuff on the ground. The splitters have an inventory. That's why they have stuff inside of them. It's really annoying if you end up putting the wrong thing on a belt. It can be a real problem trying to get rid of all that stuff. That should have fixed it. Here we go. So these guys will do circuit boards, and we're going to need a lot of circuit boards because we have to make computers as well. So 1,000 circuit boards. We need 200 of those and 200 computers, and 200 computers require another 2,000 circuit boards. Everything else is easy for the computers. No, 200 computers, which is... yeah, that's 2,000 circuit boards. 3,000 circuit boards? That seems like a lot. How much are we getting per minute here? 14. $214 minutes, a couple hours easy. 3 hours. What's the plan for today's stream? No idea. we're just going to keep on plugging at things. I wanted to get some of that production going so that we can work towards the other tier. So this, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's just say for the sake of argument we've got 500 of the automated wiring. And we need 1,500. Am I doing that math right? No, because it makes two per minute. So I don't need 1,000 of these. I need 500. That won't take very long. So then we have enough frames, and we almost have enough computers. Need 100 computers. Yeah, okay. All right. So if I remember correctly, we had an issue with power just before we logged out yesterday. Is the background music too loud? I can turn it down. The problem is that the tracks are inconsistent. So one track is going to be louder than the other. Or specifically, sometimes the tracks are drony in their composition and it tends to drown out audio from a voice. It's super helpful. Yeah, something funky is happening out there. So let's just production, let's grab enough to make 4 of those, and then we'll go out to the power lands, see what we can fix. And do I have copper sheeting? Not very much. I think we should be good. The power lands? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure what to call that area. I don't remember what the name of it is called. You know, I have a map. Hold on. I could have sworn I had a Satisfactory map. Whoop. Do. So let's move this to where we're not in the Titan Forest. So if I unlock the map and move it, we are a Blue crater, grassy fields. And maybe I can change the scale of this a little bit. Hold on. It's the islands is where the power is. This is such a... I wish that Streamlabs was allow you to do rescaling of things a little bit easier. Yeah. So we're in the grass fields at the bottom middle, and our power is over in the islands where all those the light beige sort of stuff is. I mean, I know there's a map in game, but it doesn't have names on it. And it looks like I'm just in time to catch the train. I'm actually curious to see how this looks like from this angle, because we're going to get a good view of this new big piece. Oh, I forgot we're taking rubber now, so we can actually unload some of this stuff. Honk honk. Some terrible clipping. Uh-oh, I left a floating foundation over there. That's embarrassing. Whoops. Haven't seen the factory in a week. It looks great. Thanks. Yeah. It's wide enough. The piece, I think, is wide enough. It just has to be a lot taller. I'm hoping they do something cool with that area over there before launch. That would be fun. The map is static, yep, not procedural at all. Nope. Yeah, it's the same for everybody. It's big though, and they give you various starting points, so a few times, like if you start to play the game like 4 times, you can have very different starting experiences. And then once you get to know the map, you can kind of choose your own. So, what is the issue here? You are not doing 50%. You're not getting enough oil. This is making 360 per minute. These require 60 per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's just the flow rate is just not happening, I guess. 31 per minute. Oh. 59. Yeah, okay. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's 35 meters long. I think you need a pump, like a horizontal pump every 20. Something like that. Hold on, let me switch to my jetpack. So we go pump. Pipeline to apply head lift. Maximum head lift is 20 meters. That's vertical though. Allows fluids to be transported 20 meters upwards. What do pipes say? Outside indicators show volume, flow rate as directed, transports up to 300 milliliters of fluid per minute. Use template fluid. And fluid buffer I don't think adds any head lift. The easiest thing to do here is probably just going to be to put a pump right here and see if that fixes it. Where's the power thing on this? Want that to go up to like 60 at least. See if that fills out. I'm going to check to see if there's anything else that's happening. The plastic is stopped, but it means that plastic is also being siphoned off. None of these are backed up. So that's good. This is only doing 50% efficiency as well. Well, that's dumb. Why did the pump not fix the issue? All right, let's try moving it farther down. Is it me or is this not doing anything? Like it's not... I can hear it, I think. I feel like one of those patches, the animation on these was broken, and I don't know if they fixed it. It looks like it's trying, but it's not doing a heck of a lot. Yeah, I don't understand. Alright, well, another solution, or potential solution, is to just increase this. Maybe not 360, maybe just like just a little bit above. We need it to be 360. But then this thing is going to stall. Maybe I just need another fluid buffer? Fluids in this game did not work the way that they should. Because that's the thing that I find so frustrating, is that this is getting the 60 per minute it needs. This is not. And yet, there's enough in the pipe. I wonder if we could try attaching it directly here and see if that makes a difference. Need to have Mark II pipes too? Oh, that's a really good question. That's what it is. Those are only 300. Excellent call. Excellent call, excellent call. Thank you, Sweet Sandy. Appreciate that. There we go. Nice. I must have built this before I had access to Mark II pipes. So hopefully that looks like it's slowly increasing in efficiency, which means that these pipes are going to have more in it. So what are these producing as far as 40 fuel per minute? And there's 6 of them, so that's 240. So that's still, that doesn't require Mark II pipes this way. Wonder if we need another pump down here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put a pump here. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this needs to be at least 80. But it's probably not quite there because that's probably not revved back up. So we're still teetering back and forth. Capacity should be a lot more than 3,900. There we go. Yeah, sorry. Actually, you know what? Let's audio factory volume. Fuel generator. Probably easier to hear me. So it looks like these are going to bounce back and forth for a while. It's like watching paint dry, so we're not going to hang out. We've got enough batteries that it's not like it's going to be a disaster, so I think we're okay for now. Transportation train. Like Astro Train. So yeah, it turns out that I had the wrong pipes in there. Thanks again, Sweet Sandy. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get to know the story until the release, and I'm thinking that it will have something to do with like the SAM ore and the summer loop work in progress stuff, and I'm wondering if there is going to have to be a need to like reset your saves. If it comes to a full release, I think I would enjoy a full playthrough again. I would probably build in the Dune Desert for fun, for a different vibe. Yep, definitely need to have that go a little bit higher. All right. Let's, I guess we'll scoot out front here. Curious to see how this is going to look. Fox Nakamori subscribed to Tier 1 16 months in a row. Thanks ever so much. What's up with you, Fox? We are working on an additional piece, the frame of an additional piece for this build, and it needs to be... I don't think I wanted to get any wider. We're looking at, I think it was this one? Like his shoulder piece? We're trying to come up with like an approximation of the shoulder piece. We're not doing it exactly, but close. And so I like the top part changes I made last time, even though it's not the same as his shoulder. I think I'd rather that than an angled roof. But I feel like this needs to be a heck of a lot taller. So like up there, and I don't know where up there is. Probably another few foundations. So I think what we'll do is we'll use the hypertube to get up there, and I'll make some options, and then we'll pick one. How are we doing for these things? That's... yeah, okay. Circuit boards. Let's see where we are. So we've almost got 400 circuit boards, so it won't take very long. How many did I need? For this, we need 10 for every 2. So 10 of these will give us 2 of those, which means we need 50 circuit boards? Is that all? Am I doing the math right? Why is it manufacture rate is 1 per minute, so, but it makes 2 per minute? 1 recipe per minute, I guess? But then computers need 10, and we need 2 computers for 2 of those. That's a 1-to-1, so we need 200 computers. 500. Right, 500. Okay, well, we've almost got that then. 2,500 with computers? Right. So I was right. 2,000 for computers. And then 500 for these. So we need 2,500 total. I'm going to put down a sign so I know. Currently at 400. Plus whatever I have in here. I had some computers already, but I'm going to need more. Plus, like, I don't want to use all of my stuff. So we'll dedicate some of that to these two. Let's just jam that box full of stuff for the adaptive control units. Right, so that's a 1-to-1, so we need 100 of those, which we have. We need 100 computers. We've got half of that. So that means we only need 1,500, right? And then we needed 15 gets you 2. So 7.5 gets you 1. So 750? I think we have that. Actually, let's just put a box down. That I did the math right there, right? For every one adaptive control unit is 7.5 of those, and we need 100 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we don't have enough of those. Wire and cable. No, it was stator and cable. I know where we could make those. I don't need the motors. Starting to wonder what you did before science in the game and how you remembered anything between play sessions. Oh, I've got a notebook right next to my computer. Totally wrote it all down. And the problem is that you write it all down quickly, then you're bouncing between projects, but the projects use the same amount of stuff, so you really have to be specific. I've been using diagrams.com, or I want to use diagrams.com to plan out the power station for the other build. The Devastator build. And I need to figure out a good power station name. I'm not sure if I want to make it like after Megatron. I feel like that could be a little bit too on the nose. Alright, so we want you to be taller. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So one of those is probably going to be the right height. Good old pen and paper. I keep it handy when I podcast too. A lot of times what I end up doing whenever there's like a flub or an edit point in a podcast, I'll write down the time code. And then I can just send that to either Pixel Riffs or keep it for myself for a note. I feel like it might be somewhere in between the second two there. I think I'd need to get up a little bit higher. Not noticing as many graphic glitches today. I wonder if they've smoothed stuff out a little bit. I think we're on 12. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go up to the high point. I was watching, oh gosh, who did we raid yesterday? Their hypertube network was really neat. They didn't shoot themselves into the air, but they used like several hypertube entrances to really blast yourself up to your next location quickly. Yeah. I think I'm right. I think somewhere... What do we think? Maybe the second one? Certainly not the top one. Certainly not the top one. That's a hard position to look at. Let's take a look. Let's try to find a different image for that. Thought I had a pretty straightforward looking shot of him. So they're not super big, at least not in that image. They've got some other bits to them too. It's hard because in this image I'm looking mostly at the left shoulder, but we're making the one on the right currently in game. And I know the top is a different shape. Like I know that's a different thing. Yeah, the second one looks weird. It looks like the far left corner is just a little bit higher than his chest pieces. Yeah, like this part is probably the right height. So what I'll do is I'll probably go count out what's happening there. So we'll aim for somewhere around the second, but then I'll make sure that it's also a nice even distribution of floors. See, normally I just use gravity to get myself going super fast with these things, right? No, I ran out of juice. Oh no. Alright, we're gonna put one of these over here. Well, that's gonna be fun. Whoops. Let's maybe not put it right there. There's no floor up here. What the crap? Because that won't make you dizzy at all. Sorry. Even I'm not feeling good after that. Cobalt Valkyrie, thank you. Yes. Yeah, her hypertube system was really cool. And that's what she was working on, I think, when we raided her. So I've been raiding so many different Satisfactory people that I'm having a hard time keeping names straight. I don't remember whether we liked where it was at the bottom. That's the only problem. Jankiest power setup ever. Yeah, we have been trying to raid new folks, so it does make a big difference. You know, I think it could end up being a little bit higher now that I look at it. So maybe what we'll do is we'll go from the top, this point, and design it down. How big do we think it is? Yeah, it looks like it hovers maybe on the top 2/3. So I'll complete maybe... How high is this? We'll just do the math. 16. Okay, that's about right. So then it would be roughly 10 or 12. I've got it at 12 right now, so maybe we'll bump it up to 10. Really hard to see, but hopefully get that sorted. So what did I say? We're at currently at sitting at 11. So let's go up to there at least. One, two, three, four, five, six. Go up one more, because then we'll have the bottom of this will need to be one lower. Over on that side. So then I guess we'll do foundation there. Whoa! Keep on meaning to switch this. Basically, I want to keep these roughly the same. If and where I can. Oh, that's why we're gunning for those extra pieces, the space elevator part. I need to get to update 5 for that stuff. I'm gonna paint these just so we can see the difference. You know, I'm kind of wondering if I like current shape. I guess we're just kind of stuck with the angles that I'm able to do in the game. 2-meter foundation. So that would be potentially where the floor would be. And then we can go up from there. The Top Gun track. Sweet Sandy, you've got the hover pack going. Nice. That's awesome. Can't believe it's been an hour already. Alright, let's quickly change these into the fix-it material so I can actually see what I'm doing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, I'd say that's probably a decent happy accident. Usually five foundations is a good number. I don't see the manta. I hear it though. Cool. Time for me to step away for a break. I will be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about the right size. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Fox. Thank you, Cosmic. So what I've got going on here, if we zoom in, is I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus we can put a roof on top of it if we need to. I think that's probably the right, about the right shape. So let's complete the front of that and see what that looks like. Still not entirely sure that I've got the right angles here, but I think it might be a limitation of what Satisfactory will let me do. Also, I need to think about what the connecting situation is. I'm looking to forward to get this done so we can start to put like windows and other decorative bits on this big white building. It'd be fun. Alright, so all of this can go. And over here, I had done, I think it was just a small angle. Does anybody remember whether I had the big ramp or the small ramp on the inside or the outside? I feel like it would have been the big ramp. This one? Nope, gotta go down one. I really wish I could connect it the way that I want to through there. Kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, wait a minute. Am I going to want this to be taller? Probably going to want this to be taller. Extra stream, Rock Giant. Yeah, I've been able to hit streams a little bit more recently. I've had some extra time, and Mondays are a great day because my work day is all paid for. It's all the spawn chunks. So I can take the extra time to do stuff, because once that's done, I finished at 4 o'clock today, so I was able to jump on a stream, well, 4:30. So I was able to jump on a stream at about 5 o'clock. And I eat late lunch, so breaking for dinner for me is usually good for around like 8 o'clock. that's that part. Get rid of all this. Oh, my answer was right below. I was wondering how I did the other one. Well, just look at the one that you haven't deleted yet, Joel. Okay, all of this is going to go. And it looks like we've got this going to here. This actually doesn't go. I just needed to get that in the right position. And then this. I think I need to look at this one. I do want to have some sort of cool looking connective tissue or something. It's quite high on his shoulders, so I guess we'll have this connect somewhere around here. Cool part about this, of course, is that we can have it be that's over top. So I guess we'll have this connect starting here. And then have it go to maybe there. And then all this has to go. And then we'll just bring this straight over. I guess I should probably just do the edges before I get carried away. Oh, Still missing a couple pieces. Just started the game 2 days ago. Belgian Skunk. Very cool. Welcome in. It is a pretty big build. I'll give you a bird's eye view here in just a second. We've got almost 1,000 hours in the game, so we've got a little bit of experience, though. We started playing several years ago. Okay, so I think that's the full frame minus some stuff we have to delete. Alright, so I'll go back down, delete that stuff, and then we'll take a look. Letting it run to fill up your storage. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Oh, and coming to Twitch to get some good ideas. Cool. Check out the screenshot flare on Reddit on Satisfactory, and if you're not part of the Satisfactory Discord, join it and check out the screenshots that people share. And get some really cool inspiration. I would also recommend I Am Kibitz, I'm Bits, Total Eclipse. They've done some recent like tips and building videos. Scan Voice on Twitch is good too. He's got some crazy big builds. Yeah, usually your search results on YouTube are going to get you those guys for sure. All right, let's do a quick check. And yes, I know there's been a lot of back and forth today. I apologize. Hey, 100,555, how's it going? Good to see you. Amelie of the Sea build. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen them too. This is the two front parts are where our machines are bringing in the goods, and then you'll see the big towers in the distance. I think we got the scale right. Imagine something on top of that, and then something else here, but then coming towards us. So what I'm planning on doing, for people that are wondering, we've got this Metroplex board, and in the top middle, you'll see the vehicle formation with the two big red cannons, and you'll see that his black guns are kind of pointed forward. I don't think I'm going to put them at an angle. I think that's going to be a little bit too crazy, but I really like the designs of the shoulder cannons in the blue image. So I think I'm going to take those designs and I'm going to spin them around and point them forward. And that we're going to use those as our train stations. Although the ones on the right hand side are good too. There's so many good shapes in there. So many good shapes in there. I like the colors though. We're going to have to add some colors to it. But anyway, that's the plan. So those big black guns are going to be on top of these shoulder pad things. Not on the sides. We're going to put them on the top just because I want to change it. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. And I think, looking at those, we've got them kind of like about the right proportion. I also don't want to do it over again. So we'll fill that in. See if I can remember to go to the right hypertube now. Man-made, hello, welcome in. Thanks, Belgian Shark. Skunk? I almost said Belgian Shark, but Belgian Skunk. Appreciate that. I've seen people build like Iron Giants and really cool big robot builds in the game. So what I'm thinking for the front of this, we can probably take this stuff We'll go with just regular foundations. And I'm thinking inside of here we could do something like build our crystal oscillators, or do something. It's not a huge amount of room, but that's fine. And we also can do that. And I think over here, so there's our floor space, right? And so then if I'm looking at the front of this, he's got things like in sections, and I think we can maybe do something like that. So it looks like down here, it would come up at an opposite angle. Can we stack these on top of each other? I hope we can. So then remove that. I'm in here like that, but then we could potentially also go the other way. All right, so if that goes up, that's snap into that, I think. Why are you doing that? Stop it. And then from here, this is trickier than I thought. And then the other way, same problem. But hopefully, just switch this. And that goes all the way up to the top. And then we can do the other way, which is going to be there again. I think that's right. No, that's not right. Go there. Then you need to go there. This is where it doesn't quite line up with the angles in the game. Are not quite what I want them to be, so we might have to do a little bit of just guesswork here. Maybe we'll go to there, because we don't have anything steeper than these, at least not in this thick format. And then grab one of these. See how that looks. Yeah, we're gonna do one of these on each side. I'm not gonna do both of them live on stream. I'll probably end up doing the other one on my own. So I like that. I just need another piece in there. Okay, so now I want to go up inside. Do I have silica? Yes, okay. So there's a little bit of like texture in the shoulder pads. Like if you look inside, they have like this. It's like it looks like a corrugated line. I kind of want to switch it out for like a hexagonal pattern, so we're going to choose a window that's going to work well in here. And what I'm thinking is that we can just use the inside wall. So we've got a bunch of different windows. There's these ones. There's these ones. And then we've got, obviously, the straight ones. These are probably going to be the winner, even though they're not going to be quite as cool as the texture that he's got going on. And then I don't think those are going to look good. That's a no for those ones. These are going to be too busy, maybe? But the other thing that does look very similar to what his image is going to look like is actually these things. I just would prefer windows. I just realized we don't... Oh, we do have little basic walls. Can we do these without the borders? Oh, that's a lot of pieces, but you can totally do that. Ah, I didn't realize that. That's cool. Alright, let's back up and take a look. Hey, McScrewgun, how's it going? Just for you, McScrewgun. What? Yeah, I'm thinking the basic windows, the basic sheet windows. The ones right in front of me here. So that's no, absolutely no for the left. I don't like those at all. It's a toss-up for me between the two in the middle. The two textures in the middle. This is cool too, but it's not going to let any light through. The train station? Yeah, so what's going to happen is I'm going to put a big gun on top of this, and it's going to extend this way. Like, probably, like, out to here sort of idea. And I'm going to have multiple train stations in it. I think we can make it wide enough. It has to be wide enough for the trains to come in and turn around. So we have to measure what that needs, but I think we can pull it off. I mean, they could always exit out the front as well. That could be a thing that happens. So, I'm wondering if I need something else in the top right-hand corner. It feels a little bit empty up here. I think also we could add something. Like the third texture, so the hexagonal pattern. For me, it's between the verticals and the horizontals. I think this one kind of does more of what we want it to. Any votes, chat? Between, so there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm thinking 3. Sweet Sandy's thinking 3. Or third. 3, says Belgian Skunk. Cool. I need some more gas. Just realized. Fuel, pardon me. Rock Giant likes 2. It does look cool. Maybe what we can do is we'll put one kind of glass on one side and the other kind of glass on the other, and then we can kind of make a decision as to which one looks better. I'm going to do this the easy way, though. I'm going to remove this first. Zoop this over here. And I also have to pay attention the next time the Manta comes by. I want to make sure that this doesn't clip, because he seemed real close before. Don't clip. Don't clip. Oh my gosh, that's close. By a thread. That's that piece. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I'm out of concrete. This is like, why doesn't that work? I'm out of stuff. We should check on our circuit boards. We probably have way more than we need. We're looking at... We might be almost done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're almost done. That's awesome. So is there going to be a hand of Metroplex, or am I not getting it? Or a head? No, this is like a shoulder. So if I was to, if you take a look at this image here, let's try this one. Yeah. So we've been building like the right hand shoulder that has like the red lights on it, just approximating it. And then we're going to take the gun that's pointing straight up and I'm going to rotate it so that it's pointing towards the camera. And then the train is going to drive in the back of the gun and maybe out the front of the gun. That's the general plan. I don't know if I'm ever going to get that far before I have to switch back to the other playthrough for update 5, but 1500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 1200. We're getting there. We could probably set up a constructor. No, an assembler? Yeah, an assembler to do that would be cool. That's right, we've got these two set up. I don't want to set up another one. I need concrete. Yeah, I think the hard part is going to be getting the trains up that high. But if we can get them approaching gradually that high, leaving that high is not a problem. But approaching that high is going to be tricky. Don't need all this reinforced plates. We can ditch some of these. Rods too. How many for silica? Might as well get some more of that too. We might run out of this soon. Yo, yikes. How many hours do you play in this build? Currently we are at 274 hours, but I'm going to go ahead and put like 250 because I think about 20 or so was me like letting it run for 8 hours while I was working here in the studio trying to get tickets to unlock update 5 stuff. So actual playtime, we're probably looking at closer to 250 for this save. The other saves are... it doesn't say. So Tufts Fields is 72. The Great North is 588. That's the main save. And then this was old. This was update 4 prep, but now it's update 5 prep. I should try to see if I can rename the sections. So 274. Yeah. Alright, so I've got that far. I need to do this part. I think that's everything. There's probably something underneath that I'm forgetting. Oh, yes. That goes that far. Right. And then this actually gets deleted here. And I guess this floor could stay. It may or may not stay. I don't know. Need to put another one of those up there. Something. Oh no. Oh, I see what the problem is. Wait a minute. There we go. Oh, right, because the change is on the outside over there. Man, this changes the game so much. These ones are hard to see when you're deleting them, but for the inside consistency, we might actually want to go all the way to the top, even though it's not going to be seen outside. Can you imagine building this fast in Minecraft? I would lose my mind. I think that's all correct. And then on this side, we'll try the other windows. Provided I have enough silica, which I probably... No, I don't. Not even close. Not even close. Let's get 2 stacks this time. All I can think about is whenever hexagons come up in WandaVision. That's actually a nice little reference. Good call. Let's see what we got going on for crystals. Let's take 200 of those. Wait a minute. How do you make silica? Oh, right. Okay. Never mind. So here we will just do the other one, just out of curiosity. Again, I've got a funny feeling that we're gonna like the hexagons better. But it's gonna make this room nice and bright, which I like. Oh, ran out of steel. Alright. Well, I can't wait. I want to see what this looks like, so let's go this way. The texture hex window is similar to the shin of Metroplex. Yeah, it is. You're right. So it's cool. I think we also need to continue it down farther. Do those take steel as well? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I never really get around to putting like the legs, like the shin pads and stuff into the build. Are we short on anything else? Should be okay. Oh, thanks, Belgian Skunk. Appreciate that. I'm an artist in real life, which does help with like shape language and picking up on design cues and things like that. So hopefully this will be something that will look okay. I don't have the thing. Yeah, this is where I'm missing the hover pack. For sure. Now, does that stick through? Oh, that's rough. What do we do there? I guess on these guys we just pick like a corner concrete piece. Paint it as dark as we can. Is that black? It is black. So yeah, I'm not sure about the floor. If we do keep it, we'll probably switch it, make sure that it's all 1 meter foundations. And then this, I don't know what's going to happen on this wall. This is probably going to be solid, I don't imagine, because we're going to probably want to put like stuff on the outside of it for decorations. Now here, we could use this space, even though this is technically going to be whatever like attachment section. We could use this to bring in belts, so we could use that space. From the outside it's going to look like it's a solid thing, but from inside here it's going to be useful. Belgian Skunk, thanks for the follow. Didn't catch that at first. Appreciate that. Also, Sir Skirimir, appreciate that as well. Wait a minute, those are... This needs to be doubled up, I think. Yeah. So we'll have to go upstairs and check to see what's sticking out. Now inside, I don't exactly know what to do inside. Let's do 1 meter. I guess we could just do concrete walls temporarily, because they're easy. And yeah, I don't know about that either. I guess same thing, because it's easy. We'll just put up a quick wall. Oh, I see, Belgian Shark. Sorry, I thought you were talking about my Twitch emotes when someone followed. Thanks very much. I realized that you're looking at joelduggan.com. Thank you. ArtStation has got a lot more of that chibi stuff if you're looking for it. And there should be a link to ArtStation right on my portfolio site, or a portfolio page on joelduggan.com. I don't know. That's cool looking. I feel like the front might end up being too busy. Going through it all. Nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I don't mention it a lot on stream. Most of the time I'm plugging podcasts because that's what I'm thinking a lot of Twitch streamers are interested in, is more Twitch and more podcasting and stuff. So we're missing the little chunk there. And I feel like it needs something in this corner even though we've not done right. Maybe we should just angle that down. We've got it going down by 2 there, and I had it going down by 1, but maybe if we just do it by 2, that will be enough to make this not look so weird. I'm not sure about the floor. I feel like we might have to... I don't know. We might... The windows might mask the floor. I guess that's true too. Got a couple more things I gotta put in here. Here we go. Convenient. None of that looks like it's sticking out. Except for that part. Most of the time you're not going to be able to see these things anyway. I wonder if there's been a request from people on the Q&A site for triangle windows. I imagine that's probably been a point of I don't want to say frustration, but maybe people have just wanted them. Now I wonder why this is covering up. Well, this is a solid piece. But I wonder why this is showing up without a gloss over it. Wonder if it's just the order in which it's built, maybe? There's your Top Gun track, Cosmic. So the reflections on these are a little bit weird inside. Every once in a while you get weird triangles like that. I don't know. That's pretty cool looking. You think you prefer the straight windows? So you're thinking more vertical versus the hexagonal? Make sure I got nothing poking out. I think we're good. That's obviously wrong. Maybe don't stand on the train track. Probably not a good idea. Oh, right. I wanted to fix the top of that. Vertical looks cleaner. Yeah. I'm probably going to leave both of them in. And just kind of like let it percolate for a little bit. See what my brain thinks. I do that all the time in Minecraft where I'll build something and just kind of like leave it for a little bit. I'm not worried about a roof because we're going to be putting something on top of it. Oh, this is just placed incorrectly, that's all. Yeah, I'll have to see how I feel about that. Maybe we'll just put in a row of these guys here. So I have something to walk across. That's a decent amount of space. Could put up to 3 floors in there. So what that does is freeze up a little bit of stuff here. I think what I'm going to do here is replace this with just a simple foundation. What am I doing? This. These asphalt? These are asphalt. I want them to be... I wonder if they would look okay like this. What is going on? But on the front, maybe we'll use that wall. Sun's getting low. Yes, it is indeed. Time for a break. Maybe I can use the angled roof. Yeah. Conveniently, it is 4 wide. Oh, train's coming. Sweet. That works out very well. Alright. Again, those of you that are new to the channel, I take a break about once an hour. I just kind of step away, give myself a quick stretch. Usually I zap my coffee, grab a snack, that kind of thing. And we'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to ride the brake train in the meantime. And that'll give some cool distance perspective on this as you guys ride the train. Again, not super sure about underneath here. We might have to figure out a way to make that look cool. And then obviously, I don't know whether I'm going to put something underneath this or whether I'm just going to let it attached to the side of the thing like that. Might as well do a little bit of building while we're waiting for the train. Cool. I'll be back in 5 or 6 minutes. yeah. Actually, I'm thinking I might have the distance between it and the large white piece might even be too much. I'm glad I didn't make it more than one foundation. It doesn't look like it's super strong in terms of the attachment. Thank you, Cosmic. I'm wondering... Yeah, that's a little bit small. Maybe we can bring that down a little bit. How many foundations is that? Yeah, I think we can... That's 2. I think we can put the... Oh, we're gonna have to use the angled walls down here. Yeah. I think we'll come down a little bit lower on this. I don't think we want to do the roof pieces, because I think the underside of them looks kind of funky. Oh, actually, you know, that might not be so bad. How do these go? That way. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty inconsequential. I'm wishing I had have attached it all the way, I think, but we might be able to solve that by putting something underneath it, actually. That could work out. Although the platform is supposed to be changing at this position too. Hate the look of unfinished stuff, even though this isn't the final texture. I want to just fill it in. We'll have to come up with a cool way to add some design to this. I'm sure we'll come up with something. I don't know. I'm on the fence between the front and the back. I'm not entirely sure. Looks like we're missing something up here. Now, I don't know what color I want to make these. In the image, I feel like they're pretty light colored. So maybe we go with white? Maybe they're better off dark. Not that we're going to be able to see with the sun behind it. Maybe it's better we wait until the sun is on the other side. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Until then, I think what we'll do is we'll just leave it back at default. I do like the dark. Nice contrast. Alright, let's get rid of this temporary garbage. Go. Actually, some of this can change too. I feel like these are all going to be switched. Alright, let's go back in and check on our production. We're probably good to go on circuit boards and stuff now too. Cool. So we should be good on these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. We can turn you guys off. That means we don't need you guys anymore. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did we run out of stuff? We ran out of stuff. Crap. I ran out of plastic. I forgot to check the plastic. The work on building has been the work on building you've been doing in this save file is a prime example of just what you can do with this update. Oh, thanks, Cosmic. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm looking forward to messing around with the Devastator stuff. I think it's going to be really fun. Is that all the plastic we have? No, because... Oh, I didn't create an overflow. Right, okay, well we don't need... And let's... Plastic, right, non-packaged fuel. I guess what I could do is hook up an awesome sink. Which I can't build. Okay. Worry about that another time. So we'll put some more plastic in here. We needed 1,500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1,200. So we need another 400. And 30 gets us 7.5. Sure. We've got infinite plastic. Like it's being manufactured elsewhere. It's fine. It's just not automated into our storage system. It's the only thing. All right, so these guys are still going to be doing circuit boards. We needed stators and cables, but those guys are automated rotors and plates. How did we bring those over? Oh, plates were from storage, right? So we can turn that off now. Is it down here? Yeah, it's down here. So we can just turn this back into that. And then we can make sure that this is set up right. Reinforced placed, any undefined, none. Okay. Should take care of that. I guess we could just leave that there. That was dumb. That way, if we need this again, then we can just use another item. Because we need stators for that wiring stuff. Yeah, stators and wire cable. I'm not bringing this from in here way over there. We'll just do this with a bin. And stators. Oh yeah. We'll just do bins. That's fine. Yeah, the Devastator is going to be cool because we've got all the unlocks. Like, I'm going to be able to use the hover pack, and I'm going to need to move my storage system. That's the only downside about Devastator, is that I'm going to have to move the storage system. I don't want to undo all that kind of stuff, so maybe what we'll do is we'll just remove these guys. And we'll add in a couple of bins. Oh, that doesn't fit. I guess we'll just do 4 very ugly bins. These do not need to export here. Wait a minute. Maybe they do. So we're done with these guys, right? So these could actually start making the control units because they need the automated wiring. And this can do auto wiring, auto wiring, we can put some temp stuff down here. Oh, I should have grabbed my fast boots. I'm not sure how much of this stuff we need, but we've got enough of this stuff that we should be fine. I want to get this to a point where I can take some screenshots and share it with the community. I think that would be really cool. Alright, so these guys are going to be doing automated wiring. They're not on standby anymore. And let's do 1, 2, 3. That was in that side. Same thing here. That'll do that. We can also grab another one. Can't do that. And just put you right here. Grab another merger. And then go grab all that other automated wiring and stick it in there. So this will be the start of our adaptive control units. To remove this belt and that belt. Switch this to adaptive control. Adaptive control. Turn you on. You on. That is no longer needed. We might have to redo some of these. Motors are still going. Twiston, hello, how's it going? Welcome in, welcome in. Oh, that needs to go in there. That needs to go in there. How many does this need? That's fine. Circuit boards. Heavy modular frames. Computers. All of this is just going to be manual, so we can just turf this all right now. I'll leave the floor holes in just in case we need them, but chances are what we're going to end up doing is just a bunch of bins. Ditch those. Ditch those. That's fine. Whatever. First time watching, so you don't know anything. So we're working on a giant factory based off of Metroplex, the Transformer. And it's not an exact replica, but we're using a lot of the different shape language from the build. Or from the design. And trying to figure out a way to... we're trying to get into phase 7 and 8 now. So what I think I can do is just use lifts. And we can go ugly, but convenient. That doesn't work out very well, does it? And so that's the automated wiring. We needed heavy modular frames. We needed computers. And we needed... What was the last part? Heavy modular frames, computers. Circuit boards? Circuit boards, right? Yeah. Circuit boards, heavy modular frames, computers, and adaptive wiring. So this is going to do 1 per minute. I'd prefer to have it take 50 minutes, not 100 minutes. Just do this. Again, super ugly, very temporary. Talk about spaghetti. What are we not getting here? I think the computers all went into one. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that manually. I need to keep a couple computers on me for different builds. That should be good. I've never actually seen one of these in a lot. Well, I don't remember what they look like. I'm sure I built them once, like a long time ago. Curious to see one finished. It's beautiful. Thank you. What a mess, right? I'd imagine that the one on the left is going to finish first. Yeah. I know I've seen them. I know that they're about the same size as a crystal oscillator. But we need to make 100 of these. Oh yes, yeah. I remember now. I like all the space elevator parts always have these LEDs on them, which I think is really cool. Alright, so that is the last phase, semi-automated. We will have to replenish the computers at some point. And I don't know whether we have too much or too little automated wiring, but we'll figure it out. And what I need to do is bring over these guys. And having extra circuit boards in the end is not going to be a problem. I just don't remember which was which. think those were circuit boards are the top guy? Yeah. Don't do as I do, kids. I mean, this is all just temporary, but man, what a pain. All right, that should do things while we're doing other more fun things. Oh, thanks, Twistin. Yeah, let me just get to a vantage point. Oh, I need to get my stuff. Am I really out of concrete? Maybe I threw all of my concrete away. I don't remember putting another little bin down. So yeah, the main storage is nice and clean, for sure. And when the sun's right above it, it's very nice and bright in here. Why do I have so much stuff? I don't want to get rid of the space elevator parts just yet. I feel like there's a good chance we might need some of those. Oh, I know. I took some belts out that had a bunch of things on them. That's what it was. Don't need that. Alright, so concrete needed. We need plates. Almost 1 a.m. Wow. It's all good. Thanks for stopping by. Leave a follow before you take off if you want to come back. There's also the VODs. There's lots of VODs, actually. And soon the Satisfactory VODs are going to be going up on the YouTube channel, which is Joel Duggan VODs. The last of our silica. We're going to have to be careful with the windows. Okay. Let's go take a look so that some of the new folks in chat can see what's up. Plus, I don't think we've backed up and looked at this from a distance yet. Oh my gosh, yes, Cosmic should also be asleep. I think I might like the dark concrete rather than changing it to white. I think we've got enough white happening up here. Yeah, so for anybody that's new coming in, we're using the front as kind of like our inputs for things. And this is all iron smelting. Then we've got plates and modular frames. This entire building is screws and iron. And then over here we've got copper and steel, and then over here we've got rotors and rods. And then this is eventually going to be, I think probably crystal oscillators. Whatever I bring in on the trains, we're going to have to put stuff in here. So like sulfur, quartz, probably bauxite in one of them. Although it would be good to do the bauxite in one of these. I'm thinking that whatever we put up here, it's going to be wider, so it's going to come out, I think, in a big space like that. That's going to be hard to figure out, actually. And it's because you mentioned the nice, clean-looking factories. Everything inside is pretty slick. Lots of space. Keeping it nice and clean. Couple things up on the floor. Second floor, got skylights and stuff. I really like these little pot skylights I've got in the edges. Oh right, we haven't done anything on that yet either. Maybe that's what we should work on right now. Try to finish this up. Because I like the far right hand side, I like the idea of having those vents. And I also like this one. I think I like that one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 5 vents. We were having a problem with the thing crashing. But I think we can probably get rid of some of this now. Those vents kind of go right to the midline. I like the idea of having that angled piece, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be streaming in the middle of the night, but thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. How do we want to try and create those angled pieces? Because we can't do anything too steep that high. They're going to have to be straight boxes. Unless we go the full two block depth in here. But then I'm not sure how that's going to look with the other one. We may have to. What would that look like? We went in here. That would give us this much room. Where is the other wall here? So I think it was blue was the top and red was the bottom. Yep. So if we were to go from the midline, I really wish escape would cancel off your color tool. Having to hit C over again. Like C, when you've got C selected, you hit C to swap again, but if you hit escape, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't get off your cursor. So same idea. Then we blue and then red for the bottom. So if we wanted to come down at a pretty steep angle, the steepest we've got are these. Just put that on the wrong side. And even that is not the best. I'd be inclined to do a small slope first. Well, no, I guess we could do one of these. No, that goes over the... Yeah, that's not too deep. Does that cover 2 foundations? No, it's just one. Yeah, you can't... I want to see the face of it. It doesn't really work. So I guess what we would have to do is we'd have to have... The vents would have to come out past that. So on the blue layer, we could have like the vent type things. But I feel like they're too small. So we might have to come out all the way on those. No, there's not any steeper angle on the roof pieces. I was thinking about that too. I think maybe we also have to, we might have to indent this at the top. Because I feel like these vent pieces are just going to be too small. If we have them as singles, I think we have to treat them like we did over here on this and use the full piece. So let's get rid of that. But how many of these do we want? We've got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 4 of them with a little border. So leave that part at the top. And put in that come all the way. Right, okay. That's wrong size. I would go here. So then we can take that up to there. Oh, it's one of these things that you can't clip. I know what I need to do. I need to get up on top of this roof. I don't think I have any stairs. Yeah, I feel like the escape key feedback is something that definitely needs to happen on the Q&A side. Do we know if that's feedback? Because it needs to be. Can I get out of here? Yes. I forgot this was here. It must not render in back there. That's a little bit better. So yeah, so this wouldn't be here. We would change... This would go away. It would be back a little bit further. But that would be one vent. I think that's too high. Because then the other one would be below it. Yeah, I guess that's how it has to be. Because again, this is going to be farther back. It's kind of just, you just can't see it from here. Not quite the right perspective, but this isn't going to be there. It's going to be a little bit further back. I just can't reach it. I don't think. Oh, maybe. A long way. There we go. And the question is, yeah, so then we'd have to have something hanging down in front of that, maybe. I think that looks like giant air vents. Don't know about you. I mean, we'll change them to be probably concrete material. And also change them to be like bright white. And this is something we could actually make like proper white if we wanted to, because we could put like a angled piece and then a wall in the front of it. That's a lot of work just for those, but I do like that, I think. Better use this before I'm not the new guy. Well played. Well played. All right, so I think that'll look good. There's a little bit too much white space at the top, but I can maybe figure out something to sort that out. There's a chance I might want to make these one higher, I guess is what I'm getting at. But if we do that, we have the bottom space here, which would allow us to get this into a different angle as well. Yeah, I think I prefer the idea of this having some space. So we would just reverse these. I'd want this one to go out here. Why can't I angle another one up from there? That bothers me. I really feel like I should be able to do another one on the upside. Like that. Right, so that comes down to there. And then we can remove that one. So hard to see. Turning your head sideways at your computer. Such a weird feeling. Oops. And then if we take that up a little bit further on the other side. This is, I think, the most challenging part about doing this is just the perspective, like working on something that's so big and you have to be so close to it in some points. All right. So now we can delete this part. You know what? I just realized what I should be doing. It's being a lot higher. So that would be the back wall. We do have the wiggle room in here, which is nice. Cool, thanks Cosmic. I think I'll maybe I'll add that to my customizer complaint list. I'm gonna make it. Oh, just. So it looks a little bit far away, but I think we got that right. And then this part down here would be like a dark. Something here would be very dark. Unfortunately, this comes out right to the edge. I might try to figure out a way to have this be set back a bit so that there is some sort of overlap. I mean, you can sort of see what I'm going for when you compare it to this image, right? Sort of got like the vents on the top right part of the chest. I just don't know how to get this sorted out. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 12. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are the different sections. So we'd have to have some sort of divider here. No, 3, not 4. Two, 3. can't see what's going on. Oh, concrete again. I think the proportions are pretty good. The proportions are pretty good. This is something we could also have be more steep as well. Because I think this is steeper. Yeah. So we could have that be a different angle. Oh, especially because that goes back farther. This could be actually down here. Because if we're moving this wall back by a foundation, can't quite get it. Cobalt Valkyrie, hello. How's it going? How was the rest of your stream the other day? We're trying to work with depth here where I had not originally planned for depth. So we're running into some issues. I'm doing well, thank you. Had a good day, good podcast day. Yeah, I think that's the right spot for that. One, two, three. Do we think, I mean, if that was gray, right? And probably the concrete texture, right? Customizer, boop, boop. So I got a question, Cobalt Valkyrie, since I know that you play Satisfactory quite a bit. How do you find the painting of concrete? I don't find I can get it dark enough. I want them to make it darker. I want the colors on concrete to be more pure. Because you say, like, it's supposed to be this color, but it doesn't actually go that far, you know? Yeah, the black is just kind of dark gray. I say it's even kind of medium gray. So these would get lower. And I would probably paint these really dark. Probably even black. And what else does he have? We've got like red lights and stuff. Yeah, like vertical and then square. So I'm wondering if any of the signs are going to be the right shape or size. That we have to put 4 of those together. We'd have to put several of. That's too big. That's the right size. Just costs crystal oscillators. That actually might be a little bit too big. We might be better off to do the little ones. Because I was thinking, what do I need for that? Yeah, we could do like, this is 3. We could center it. And then have it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops. Not snapping the right way. So it's, I mean, imagine those as bright red lights. I need to space them out a little bit more. But if we did something like this. And then that. Just gonna use a ladder. Maybe a foundation. Hold on. We're still gonna be able to see the seams between them, but should work okay. Oh, game save lag. Why is it orange? I guess we'll go with slightly less. I find that these are too bright. I feel like there's no need for that top tier. Oh, come on. Yeah, the clay blocks in Minecraft, I agree. It's definitely like the terracotta. It's like an overlay. It's like the concrete has got a color, and then it overlays on top of that. I always find it strange when like creative games like give you cool colors, but then hamstring you with textures or like colors that don't work the way that there's like that they look like in the UI. Kind of frustrating. So they're too close together and they're too small, but if we added a layer there and then moved some stuff around, I think if we had all four of those in line, it would look, it's hard to see. You probably can't see on the image. I wonder if there's anything else that's a better image. I can't see it on those. Doesn't have them on that one. Don't know. Maybe on the board? No, he's got different designs on the chest on this one. I like the idea of having the lights, though. I think it's going to look really cool. And I think I like the height of everything. 2 tops and 3 is just silly, and I find that even 2, you lose the color. So if you want the color, you have to go with 1. I might even be okay with this, you know? I don't know if we necessarily need that. I feel like it's a lot tighter. If we look at this design, I feel like it's a much tighter fit than what I've got here. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll go with that angle. So that will move everything up a bit. But I'm happy with the way that this stuff looks here. So let's move this across. Nope, zoop, other way. There we go. Well, since you just got here, Cobalt, here is, we've got this other thing on the side that we just did today, too. This really looks cool. This over here. So it's kind of based on his shoulder. A little bit. Not exactly the same, but we kind of did like a shoulder design. Stuck on the side. It's a lot bigger than it looks too. It's pretty far back. It's like 16 or 20 foundations back. Is a lot. But it looks much bigger when you're actually in it and on it. And the idea is that we're going to be putting one of these big cannons. Nope. Well, actually, yeah, that's a decent picture. But let's just use the board. So like he's got these big shoulder cannons. And I think I can design one big enough to have a train drive through it, but instead of pointing vertically up at the sky, we're going to have them pointed forward, like in the middle one at the top. Yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to take forever, because this took a lot longer to plan than I thought. But I like the idea that we've got going on here. This feels pretty finished, minus the paint separations on the side, as I'm trying to figure out how to divide this into sections. But I'm liking how finished this is looking. I wonder if we could just leave this open to air. It would make sense. I guess it depends on where the floors are inside. If we change this to like the coated concrete, maybe? Oh, we don't have any plastic. Because if that's all just flat, we can totally get it to go a little bit darker. I mean, we could make the whole thing out of wall pieces too. That's the other thing. I need plastic. Do I have any plastic left? Yes. I was going to ask you, Cobalt, with your hypertube stuff, you don't use like hypertube cannons that launch you into the air, do you? It's all like you're inside of a pipe and you're just traveling it like snot stupid, you know, when you go through all the boosters, I guess. What does this look like if we remove all this? Where do you? No, they don't go that black, do they? That's one option. The other option would be to use the actual walls. I want them to give us bigger versions of these too. That actually looks pretty cool. I think I like that better. I don't think it would look good like this. we might be able to get away with like some on the bottom. I wish you could temporarily change your default color. No. Before I built the ones on the ground, I had an airport with ones that flung you into the air. Didn't use it that much anymore. That's pretty cool. I've seen too many deaths. I imagine they take a long time to set up the ones in the air. So this piece here is wrong. That's wrong. I'm worried that all these little simple walls that I use, because I really don't like the default fix-it walls. These ones. I'm hoping I'm not adding like crazy amounts of entities into the world. Now, what did I need for more of these? I need more quartz. You have good news for me. You do. There's always deaths in the beginning, yeah. Fox Nakamori, thanks so much for being here, my friend. Cheers. Have a good one. Same to you. Yeah, I used a lot of the 1x1 walls. And if we're going to get into these lights, or these signs, we're going to run out of quartz pretty fast. What do they take? They take tab color. Hello. Plates and quartz. Okay. Maybe we can... I feel like the square ones are probably the best ones to use because it's so uniform. I think I like that idea better. And... okay, so reinforced plates. Okay, I think we're good. Andrew checked with the devs and you're good. It doesn't increase entities anymore than regular walls. Oh, that's good. That's good. So it still counts as one even though there's 4 of them, sort of idea? Alright, we need to create a little platform here. Sorry for all the flashing. Let's just take a look at this sky. They look to be a little bit over halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think maybe... a mistake building this right in front. I think because of how we've got this, we could potentially have this be nicer down here. We could use the... maybe the angled wall? Don't need those. It can be so heavy in shadow, you're not going to see those ugly details anyway. I do dislike the zooping when you don't want it to. Right, so I think we need to go up. And one, two, three. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. I think what we'll do is we'll have like a space of 2. And then I can remove these. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry for how bright this is. I apologize. You need sunglasses sometimes to play this game. And then other times you can't see squat. Too many buttons. Whoa! That was for you, McScrewgun. So much you can do with these signs away from using them as signs. It's so cool. Yeah, Cosmic, you sent me something earlier that was really cool. And it was similar. Also, these stairs are the way to go for getting at these signs. I might fiddle with that, but I think that's pretty good for now. So, do I have a big version of this? Yeah, so if you look at the top right of his left, the right of the image, the right-hand side of the image, he's got these red lights that happen along the bottom. And the ones on the side are higher up a little bit. So we've got room to kind of like bump this up a little bit and not have it be like so symmetrical. But I like this design. I think it looks pretty cool. I wish I had like some way to do depth in between them. But right now, the only way to do it is just going to be to use these beams and have the beams connect kind of like this. And then we can do like an angled beam this way. And just hope it's dark enough that you can't really see the connection or the lack of connection. That, or we could run a beam horizontally this way. That might be the easiest way. Well, this is good. This gives me the depth that I wanted down here. Oops. That's a little bit funky there. Maybe for this we don't have this here. Oops. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait a minute. That's going to be taller, isn't it? Oh, all the bottom ones are the same. Okay, cool. What teen kid put themselves to bed before 7:30? I don't know. I check on them, make sure they're feeling okay. So it looks like this other kind of like it's dot is like very, very close to the top. So we've got a space of 4 there. Maybe we'll do another 8. No. 4, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that works. Man, this is a pain in the butt. Can I just use a ladder? I do really like these beam things that I added in. Oh, this is sort of... Can I reach both of them? Oh, I can. Sweet. Almost. I find that the snapping... Oh, here we go. Oh, no. The snapping and the aiming has been very touchy in Update 5. You can magic so many things with beams and barriers. Yeah, I've been using some barrier tricks that I picked up watching It's Bits. I think I called him I'm Bits earlier. I didn't mean to. It's Bits. He probably just goes by Bits. Go. This is probably one of the most satisfying things about Update 5. And then maybe we'll add a beam here. Oh. Do I want to make those black? Very difficult to tell what I want to do with these. I think I like them better just gray. Oh look, we already have one here. Guess we don't need this anymore, do we? To a certain point. Alright, I just need to get a little bit higher. I should check on my production too for space elevator stuff. So here we could probably get away with either the walls or even the roof parts. So I do like the roof parts better. Did I choose a flat one? I meant this one. Because then they got that built-in ledge to them. But I don't know. These are coming in, I think these are coming in dark too. Yeah, they don't come out white. That's weird. They used to come out default white. Not that you can ever see them, but they do look cool. Because from the ground, you're not going to be able to see them at all. So I'm not sure about this beam here because of the way that it connects. I feel like we maybe have to get rid of that. Oh crap, sorry. I mean, change it back to white. And then maybe start off with like a beam connector. I'm not a big fan of these things, but sometimes. Unless we can get this beam to not connect directly. Still one tick. Maybe the trick is going to be to overlap this one. Yeah, there we go. There we go. SMRT. Okay. Well, I feel like I've got a plan for what I can do now to just finish these off. I don't think it's really necessary to stream the repeated process of that. I may end up changing this to have some white parts to it. Like, I feel like this might end up looking quite nice with if it had like white fronts to it. I think that could look potentially better. But we'll see. We'll see, because that's a lot of extra work. Why say that? It wouldn't take too long. Well, let's back up. Let's I don't think we're going to be able to see that from the viewpoint, but we'll see. Wicked smart. Smart. Nice. We'll be able to see the vents, I think, and what shapes those look like. Oh, I missed my cue. Yeah, the vents look good. The vents look good. I like the scale of them. Well, you can see some of the lights. Unfortunately, just the tops, but that's cool. I'm wondering if I'm going to like them when they're not all in a straight line. We'll see. The idea is that this section is going to be even with this one, and then the right-hand side will be even with the left-hand side, so it'll be symmetrical. But yeah, that vent thing reads. Obviously, it'll look better when it has a roof on it and there's not sun shining through the front of it like that. Oh, thanks, Cobalt. I really appreciate that. I've been mentioning a couple times, but like all of the processing is happening in the front of these parts here. So like this is all smelting for iron. So is this. And then this is all screws. And this is all reinforced plates and modular frames. And then in this building, we've got the steel and the stators and the wire. And then in this building, we've got motors, rotors, and other stuff. Speaking of, we should go check on that before we wrap up. And then we've got lights here, too. These are signs. I'm going to need to do the same thing over here. Should feel right at home, Cobalt. Flying at the speed of snot. Yeah, I can't wait to finish this so it doesn't look like a rainbow barf. Oh, we're not moving, so we're out of some stuff. Whatever that happens to be. Probably computers, would be my guess. So we've got 64. And we are out of computers. And out of computers. And I think the only computers I have left are the ones on me, and I don't want to use those last. So I'm going to have to make more computers, but we're almost there. We're almost there. We probably have a lot of circuit boards. That's good, because we're going to need those for computers. Yeah. We'll just let that run out. Yeah, so these are all our motors, or those are rotors, and then these blue ones down here are motors. Got lots of room in here. Very cool. Well, we're a hair away from tier 7 and 8 now, so that's awesome. I'm glad I thought to set this up before I streamed today. Or like we're at the beginning of the stream, I mean. All right, well, let's go grab a vantage point of that new building. Because we've seen the front part of it with all the hexagonal windows, but some new folks in the stream might not have seen the back. Straight windows on the back, just to kind of see if we like it. With weird foundations showing through the glass like that, I don't know why they do that. I don't know, I feel like the hexagonal windows are a little bit busy. I'm tempted to break this up a little bit too, with like walls that are painted. Having like a secondary line cut through the windows would be interesting. It would break up this big chunk too. Like this is not a tiny build. Yeah, I think it's not that one is bad over the other, Cobalt. I think you're right. I think it's just like I think it's just a preference, right? I think this is probably closer to the reference in terms of how busy it is in his shoulder. It definitely has like a grate or a grill sort of look to it. again, the build is an approximation. We're not meant to be copying everything exactly, but yeah. I'm excited for these new pieces. I think they're gonna look cool. A stylized J should be in there. Nice. Big J right there. That's great. I do have plans for art. I'll give you a hint. You're looking at the hint. And there's going to be something like that going over there. Which might mean I have to change these doors. I think the doors are too busy. I like how chunky this is. And I'm feeling that this doesn't read very well when you're far away for all the work that I put into it. Also, like we were talking about, where I can't paint the walls here very well. It's hard to kind of create like a cool edge. It is a different color, but like you can't see half the time. So, and these lights don't actually shine any light down here, which is not useful. So, I think I might have to make this top part bigger and only have like 2 doors instead of 3 on each side of the vertical line. I think we're going to have 2. So 1 here and then a second one at a certain level. And we'll go from there. But anyway, I'm happy with this. Extremely happy with where this is going. That's going to be it for me, though. I'm going to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a follow if you're going to take off. You can, of course, listen to this brand new episode of the Spawn Chunks that's out today. That's all about Minecraft. We talked about reminiscing about 1.17, what we liked and what we didn't like about the update, and looking forward to update part 2. That's coming out on the 30th. I've got another episode of the Citadel Cafe coming out. That podcast turned 10 years old this week, or last week actually. So last episode was 423. We talked about Shang-Chi, and that was with Lou and my buddy Alistair. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter. You can check out patreon.com/JoelDuggan to support the stream, as well as JoelDuggan.com, which is my art portfolio. So if you want to go check that out, it's very easy to find. And if you've got a project in mind, just drop me a line through the website. It's my email's right there. Cosmic is saying that Soen Kiji, or Perforated Soldier, let's go with Soen Kiji. We haven't rated them in a while. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Appreciate the subs, appreciate the follows. Thanks for having a great community and a great chat with me tonight. And I will see y'all next time. Bye for now.